Welcome to another hotly debated video about how much YouTubers actually get paid. In today's video, I'm going to break down how I was able to get paid in one day $675 from AdSense, the strategy I used, and how you can crush it this year in 2021. Now, 2020 was an insane year, there's no question about it. And it was no different here on the tube. I mean, we laughed together, we cried together, we cut our hair together, right? And the coolest part was you guys helped me cross 100,000 subscribers on the channel, so thank you so much. And for that, you guys deserve to know exactly what happened behind the scenes of my channel, so let's get into it. So some of you may or may not even know this, but I actually launched a second channel last year called Marissa Meets World, where it's really my no niche channel, where I give you guys a different type of value of travel, lessons learned, and other mindset and personal development things that I'm learning. Stuff that I don't really talk about on this main channel. So there's definitely way more content on that channel to come this year. But in today's video, we're focusing on the results of the main channel, and what I'm going to touch on is AdSense revenue, which of my videos were the top performing videos, and also a very important factor called CPM, or the dollar amount that a YouTuber makes per 1,000 views. And so I know a lot of today's advice can get complicated and it's hard to remember, so don't worry. You don't have to write anything down. You can go ahead and download my Subscribers to Sales Blueprint, which will go over in detail exactly what I go over in today's video today. You can grab it up here or the first link in the description. So many people think that it's just as easy as hopping over to socialblade.com and being able to estimate a YouTuber's revenue. They couldn't be more wrong. Socialblade.com is super inaccurate. There's so many variables that they don't show, and every YouTuber has completely different data. So I'm going to go ahead and announce how much money I made in 2020 from the Google AdSense revenue, and that was a grand total of $94,000. Now this is considering all the crazy stuff that happened to my channel in 2020, including it getting hacked and deleted. Not kidding, my channel was literally off the YouTube platform, gone. It's a crazy story, and here's a preview of what happened. Marissa, go to your computer right now. I think your channel's been hacked.
And just overnight, she woke up and her YouTube channel of 91,000 subscribers was hacked and deleted.
Marissa was on the brink of superstardom, and then just overnight, she disappeared from YouTube, and it left me and thousands of others asking what happened to Marissa Romero.
Hacked and deleted.
I can't remain calm. Where is she?
Channel does not exist. Gone. So if you do want to watch the hacked and deleted video in full, I'll leave the link in the description. It's a crazy story. But since then, the channel has achieved amazing things. Now, why don't we go hop behind my computer and talk about and look at the AdSense revenue in detail. All right, guys, welcome to Behind My Computer, where we're going to take a deep dive into the analytics and the ad revenue, what you all came to this video to see. So let's get right into it. And we'll go to my analytics section. Okay, so this is the revenue. Let me make myself smaller. And let's click on the revenue. Well, first of all, before we do that, let's click on 2020 to see what those numbers look like. So I'm changing it to 2020. And as you can see, my estimated revenue is 94,000, or the revenue earned, I guess you can say, is $94,330. And here it's interesting because you can see where my channel just fell off the map with it being hacked and deleted. It was literally gone from Sunday, March 8th to over here in the end of March, when YouTube support or Google support finally recouped my channel. And so the channel really did suffer, in my opinion, from the hacking, because it took so much time. It took about, let's see, from the end of March till about the end of June. Until about the end of July to normalize and kind of get back to where it was. So this whole period, my channel was just trying to get back on its feet and trying to get back to where it was before the hacking. And so my channel did have some highs and lows, but now it is getting better and it's getting back into where it was late last year and the beginning of where it was before the hack. And so I'm somebody who always likes to celebrate small accomplishments. It doesn't matter how small or big you think an accomplishment is. But I just wanted to go back in time to 2019 to see like what that revenue looked like. And so it's interesting because if I click on December or the whole year of 2019, I really got my break, and we'll talk about this later on in the video of why this happened right here. But around September of 2019 is when my channel started to get a viral video and started to get different traffic sources from YouTube, and it really the YouTube algorithm was really working in my favor during this time, and that's when it got the big spike. And I think this is the number that I cannot beat. This is the highest number, the highest amount I've made from Google AdSense of basically $700 in a day. But yeah, so my revenue, although the channel was hacked, although it had the crazy drama that it had, I was able to double the revenue from 2019. And then, so if we go back down memory lane and go back in time a little bit more to 2018, the total number I earned was $7,800. So around this time, July of 2018, is when my channel got monetized officially and was accepted to the YouTube Partnership Program. So this was really, really fun. It was just amazing to me that I was making, $50, $60, $40 a day on YouTube. I couldn't believe it. And so this was 2018, back when the channel was first getting going. I started taking this channel seriously around March, the end of March 2018 is when I, started the channel. So it was monetized approximately, 3 months after that. So that was really fun. It's fun to look back from 2018, 2019, and 2020 earnings. My goal for 2021 is to make well over $100,000. Hopefully between 150 and 200,000, who knows? Something like that would be cool. Okay, so now we will check out my top performing videos of 2020. All right, so when we're talking about the top performing videos of 2020, you need to understand, everyone who's a YouTuber or an aspiring YouTuber knows that YouTube is very much so following the Pareto principle, where 80% of the results are generated by 20% of the effort. It's no different with YouTube. I would say less than 10% of the videos on your YouTube channel will carry the weight for your entire channel. So you will have winning videos that go viral, that will bring you the most views and subscribers. They'll make you the most revenue. And in this video, or in this screen share right now, I'm gonna show you which videos of mine have performed, have proven to carry the weight of the channel. They are that 10% of, over 300 videos I have posted on the YouTube channel, and we'll take a look. So if we go to the revenue and we take a look at the videos that have made the most money, we change that to 2020 and we look at which videos have made me the most. This video right here, which was actually posted in 2019, made me the most money in 2020, which is $11,000. This video went viral. It's actually the most viral video on my channel. And so the next one after that, this video, 5 websites to turn 0 to 200 a day in passive income, made me $9,000. And so as you can see, these top maybe 6 videos, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 videos carried a huge amount of the weight, I guess you can say, for the revenue for the entire year of the channel. And so please keep this in mind as you are strategizing with what content you're going to produce next on your channel. Think about the content that is your top content, that is bringing you the most amount of views and subscribers, because you can see here also watch time, subscribers, impressions, everything is the most with these videos at the top. So 17,000 subscribers from one video, that's crazy. And so really think about what is your top performing content and double down on that content. Okay, so it's gonna, that's what's gonna carry the channel. So when you make more of your top performing content, it's going to really not only help out and drive even more traffic to the top videos on your channel, but it's going to just help your channel grow exponentially in general. All right, so now why don't we go ahead and have a discussion about the CPM. So another thing I really think that you should understand, and I wanted to touch on, is CPM, or YouTube introduced last year, RPM. I still go by CPM. Every single video is going to have a different value for RPM and CPM. But this right here is actually my channel average for the last 28 days. I could change it to 2020 since we are talking about 2020 to see what it was. So my overall CPM was $55, which is really high. Typically in the world of YouTube, a CPM is between $1 to $3 for all YouTubers all over the world. So I'm pretty proud of this number. So RPM, let's go back to the definition because it had the definition over here. The difference between RPM, this tells you how much you earned per 1,000 views. And the CPM is basically the playback base cost per mil and tells you how much advertisers paid per 1,000 monetized playbacks. So that's the main difference right there. But as I mentioned, overall, in 2020, I posted 100 videos to the channel, which is crazy to say. So that's why it's like, filming one video at a time, it really adds up at the end of the year. And so that is a factor that makes a big difference with views. So, if I get paid $55 for every 1,000 views, that's pretty good. If I was to just get paid $3 per every 1,000 views, the statistics and the analytics and the revenue would definitely not look the same. So now what I'm going to talk to you guys about is what makes the CPM go up. How can you increase your ad revenue? What are the factors that determine most in increasing that CPM? So let's talk about it. Okay, so now let's talk about the real things, the real factors that matter when increasing your CPM, really when growing your channel and getting more subscribers and traffic and views, comments, all that great stuff. So the first thing that I really wanted to break down for you guys is traffic. The great thing about YouTube is that it's not just one source of traffic. It's like 6 or 7, right? And there's different sources of traffic like recommended traffic or suggested traffic, keyword search traffic, channel pages, the home page / browse features, YouTube stories, and now there's traffic that you can gain from your community tab. There's so many cool ways to generate traffic alone on the YouTube platform, but the traffic sources that matter and the traffic sources that are really going to have YouTube and the algorithm promoting your channel and your videos are the suggested traffic and the browse features. So if you take a look at my channel's analytics and my overall traffic sources, you'll see that 41% is coming from suggested traffic and 26.2% is coming from browse features, which means that people are seeing my video when they are on the home page of YouTube. So those that are subscribed to my channel and even those that aren't subscribed to my channel, 22% of them out of my 100% of traffic are seeing my videos and clicking on the thumbnail when they are on the home page, and that is a really great thing. And you'll also see that out of all my total traffic, 75% of my traffic is being recommended from YouTube. So YouTube is doing a lot of heavy lifting for me, and it makes my job easier because I'm not so stressed out about adding the perfect amount of keywords and the perfect secondary keywords and tags to my videos, because I know that the algorithm has my back and they know my audience so well, and that they'll push my videos to other people so that they can find my channel. Okay, so what can you realistically do today or whenever you launch your channel to start getting YouTube to recommend you more and more and more, and not rely so heavily on YouTube search traffic, which in the end, or not really in the end, but just overall is going to restrict your growth majorly. So that being said, the first thing you can do is make greater, bigger, better thumbnails, okay? In the beginning, I was making my own thumbnails. I am not a graphic artist. I was trying to save money and I was using Canva to do this. And that's not a bad thing, because at the end of the day, I got the videos up, I got the videos out there, and I got them started. But one big mistake that I really made was my thumbnails looked awful. They were just all over the place. I had yellow, orange, blue, all the colors of the rainbow, as you can see, and it was, you know, it had no representation of a Marissa Romero brand. And that was fine to begin because, you know, what's done is done. I got started at the end of the day, but my channel wasn't seeing the potential growth that it definitely could have had in the beginning of my channel. So as you can see the evolution of my thumbnails, I then probably 5 to 6 months after that got a thumbnail style guide, or I got my thumbnails, my branding together at least, and I picked 3 colors to stick with: the yellow, the teal, and the black. And I only used those colors. And as you guys saw on my screen, you can see the jump in revenue in 2019, where it was just kind of flat, 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 and then boom, I had a major spike, and that is heavily due to the thumbnails. So they do matter. Definitely consider, if you're not a graphic designer, outsource it, have somebody else do it, but don't let it keep you from not posting on YouTube, okay? So your thumbnails, whether you do it or another graphic designer, are gonna get better and better over time. All right, so the next mistake I see people making all the time is not having good titles. I mean, these titles are awful. You know, what I mean by this is you're not making keyword rich titles. So maybe you have a title, because we just come off of the holiday break. I saw a couple of videos named just Merry Christmas, and I'm like, what is that? Merry Christmas. No one is looking on YouTube and going and typing in the search bar Merry Christmas, okay? So that's what I mean by bad titles. No one cares about my family vacation. No one's gonna YouTube Romero's family vacation to Europe. It's just not gonna happen. So when I say that, I mean use a good tool like TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy's a great tool. I know there's several other tools out there, but TubeBuddy is what I use. I've been using for keyword research. It makes your life a whole lot easier. It's done all the research for you already. It has the API data built into it, so that's why I do trust the TubeBuddy tool. But basically what this tool allows you to do is type in a title, and it'll give it a rating of good, bad, fair, poor. And from there, you can really like reverse engineer a good title. It'll also give you suggestions of other titles. It'll show you what other videos are popping up in the first page for YouTube. So then you can get motivation from other people's titles. You could even use a high performing title. So if I'm looking up, 6 ways to bake a donut or something like that, and I see a winning title, like X amount of ways to bake a donut for beginners, check this out, or something. Maybe you want to model after that title. So a tool like TubeBuddy is going to give you a really great clue to really stuff those keywords in the title so that the YouTube algorithm will have a really good idea of who to put your videos in front of. And so with that being said, the next great way to have YouTube really promote you and recommend you is by nailing your niche. And we do have a workshop called Nail Your Niche. It's a 3-video series. It's a quick workshop where you can nail your niche, a profitable niche, within 90 minutes. So I highly recommend, if you're stuck on what niche to do for YouTube, definitely check out the link in the description to our Nail Your Niche workshop. It's a really good tool to help you figure this out within 90 minutes or less. So when I say niche, I don't mean industry, I don't mean market, I don't mean talk about a channel with 6 different topics on it. Like, the times are over when you can upload a channel about randomness and whatever you want and a whole bunch of things that don't really make sense. So if you are in personal finance, stick to personal finance. And you might be thinking, well, Maris, if I niche down, I might be limiting myself, right? Because if I niche down, that means I won't have enough video topics and I won't have enough creativity. Wrong. You can definitely cast a wide net of creativity and different video topics within the same niche, but you have to establish parameters and rules for your channel. So let's say you have an exotic animal channel, you are a veterinarian and you know how to treat reptiles and snakes and giraffes and lions and all this stuff. That is an example of a sub niche. You're a veterinarian who helps exotic animals. That's a perfect example of how you can really niche down. However, you can still have a wide range of different topics because you can talk about lions, tigers, bears, oh my, and snakes. And I'm sure there's many different things that you can do, cool different types of content and footage you can take with that type of niche. But the point is, this veterinarian isn't talking about pediatrics, this doctor isn't talking about fitness, this doctor isn't talking about meditation and yoga. No, this channel is dedicated to a veterinarian who helps exotic animals. So again, if you've been struggling with your niche, I highly advise to check out the Nail Your Niche workshop in the description below. Okay, so on top of your niche, your thumbnails, having YouTube really suggest you with traffic, it's also really important to keep retention. Watch time. Watch time is so important on the YouTube platform. So when you're scripting for success and planning your videos, you want to make sure that you have some really cool elements in the introduction of your video. Let's check out this video that is currently going viral on my channel. It's got over 50,000 views within a week's time after publication. And if you look at the retention graph, you notice in the first minute that I have about 70% retention of people that are still watching my video at the minute mark. This is huge because you want to aim for about 70 to 75%. Because when you have a video that's holding your audience's retention and it's a quality video, that means it's a sign that it's going to go viral. Now, viral for different channels means different things. For example, if you have 500 subscribers on your channel, a viral video for your channel might look like a video that has 10,000 views within a month, something really high for the size of your channel. For me, a viral video may look like having a video with 500,000 views since I have 150,000 subscribers. And so you may be thinking, okay, well, what are some ways that I can hold the retention of my audience? Simple. Here's a couple things that you can do to put into your videos where you don't need to be a cinematographer or anything like that. The first thing you can do is use B-roll. B-roll is footage that pops up on the screen as you're narrating what is going on. So it's showing a clip of me in Peru. Instead of me talking about it, I'm showing you my trip to Peru with B-roll. The next thing you can do is pattern interrupts, where the screen like zooms in, zooms out, and it keeps the attention because I don't know why it does. It just does. If you've seen other videos with pattern interrupts, you kind of just understand why, right? The other thing you can do is add light, copyright-free music to your videos. Music in the background is always good, but don't make it too loud to where it drowns out your voice. The other things that are really great are things like pop-up text to highlight a word or emphasize something that you're saying, titles, subtitles, lower thirds. All of these things are really great when you're trying to hold a retention and to add more effects and just to up the quality and the professionalism of your video. But at the end of the day, don't let any of this advice scare you so that you don't film. The most important thing is that you are creating the content and that you are filming.
If you're still here, amazing. Why don't you go ahead and join me in my free masterclass where we go over all of this stuff in much more depth, how to build a YouTube channel that grows fast and actually sells. So you can join me in my free masterclass. Just click the button below and grab your spot before they run out, and I will see you in the free masterclass. Go ahead and click.